This right here is the OneOdio A5 over-ear headphones. And let's get into this quite early. It's a headphone for bass lovers. And with that I mean almost exclusively bass lovers. This is not on the level of a crusher, but it's tuned heavily in terms of overwhelming your senses with bass. To a few this could be a plus, but to most it's actually not. And this includes me. These headphones drown out quite a lot of what makes headphones actually good headphones. But more on that when we get to the sound quality. Let's begin with talking about design. All black plastic build, foldable inwards with metal hinges, stylish ring-shaped ear cups with indents. In terms of design, I find it attractive and different enough to stand out from the crowd. The OneOdio logo is placed in the middle of the ear cups. It doesn't stand out in any way and takes a more, let's call it, laid-back approach, which I find to be quite an excellent choice, since I prefer less branding on headphones or products overall. Comfort-wise, these are fine. The clamping force is somewhere in the middle of most headphones. It takes a minute to adjust to it, but then you don't feel them anymore. The soft padding on the cups is also fine. Nothing special, but it does its job very well. There's no touch functionality whatsoever on these headphones. Everything is laid out in buttons on the right ear cup. We got an ANC button, power on, and 2 volume buttons, as well as the USB-C charging port. There is no aux input, so Bluetooth is the only connection. Since OneOdio isn't providing an app, there's no way to actually configure these buttons to your liking. But that's okay, since it's easily understandable after using the A5 for a couple of days. But since we are speaking of no app, this comes back to haunt the headphones when it comes to sound. More on that also a bit later. So from a design and build quality standard, these are good budget headphones, actually much better than the Belkin I tested a few days ago. Links to that video up here. Let's get into the feature list, and this is where I think they fall short of what they initially promised. When it comes to ANC and other modes such as, well, hear through, I think they lack quite substantially. Especially in ANC, I could hear quite a lot of outside noises in almost all frequency ranges, low-tone street rumblings, people actually talking, and birds chirping. What I'm going to say might sound harsh now, but I wouldn't recommend these for any kind of public transportation or city walking. Yes, of course, they do provide a certain kind of cancellation, but this mostly is passive cancellation that comes from the padding of the ear cups around your ears. I have a big construction site right outside my studio window, and I could clearly hear everything they were doing on the day I actually tested the headphones for ANC, even with closed windows. Now, when it comes to call quality, these fare better than expected, since these have an omnidirectional mic built in that does pick up sounds all around you. While testing it, I found the call quality to be pretty good. I was clearly understood by my partner. Let's also quickly talk about battery life, which is one of the most important things in terms of headphones next to sound quality and ANC. And it is actually a big selling point for customers. The A5 sports a whopping 75 hours of runtime without ANC, and since the ANC isn't that great, I would refrain from actually using it, so your total runtime becomes really good, giving you enough juice for a whole week without recharging. And now let's get into what makes headphones, well, headphones, the sound quality. And this is where the misery of these ones actually begin. First off, and let's do it quick, these sport LDAC, a high resolution codec, but to be honest, I don't care much for it, since most headphones, including higher cost headphones, don't sport the hardware to actually push out LDAC quality over Bluetooth. I test listened on my Android phone to some music with LDAC quality, and as expected, this is little more than a gimmick. Now, to get to the normal sound quality, I am a bit mixed in terms of liking them or not. The A5 have a distinct, and this is where the app thing comes in, non-changeable profile. And as said before, without an app to change the EQs, you are locked into this profile, which is bass heavy. To some, this could actually be good, but in my case, the bass almost drowned out everything else. Yes, it is punchy, but I would say not in a good way, especially not on a higher hearing volume. Everything in the higher sound ranges, such as treble and percussion, was just overwhelmed, resulting in a flat, bass-heavy sound, and for some tracks, this actually clipped the highs, resulting in tearing highs. This to some extent is acceptable on electronic music, but as soon as you get into other genres such as metal, pop or anything that depends actually on vocal clarity, to my liking, this destroys the songs and therefore the sound quality. This especially goes for songs where the singer has a higher voice. It gets really hard and sometimes actually unpleasant to listen to songs in this way. So with this said, as always, I recorded a short sample of the audio quality for you to listen to at 50% volume, and after that I will give you my conclusion on the OneOdio A5 headphones.
We don't need scars just to know we're human. We can let the world just tell us so. Light ourselves up when we're out of luck. All of the love in me was an illusion until you made my world blue stop. Turn me around when I had enough. And I know now that I'm not safe now without you.
I put in that work. If you pull it, better pop it. Even your hoodie will watch it. Now failure ain't an option. Better put in that work. And they watch how you move. Every option you choose, you can't stop with the Lord. Better put in that work.
Conclusion. I don't think I can recommend these headphones to a broader audience. Sure, they offer 75 hours of battery life and they look quite stylish with their sleek design, gold-colored metal hinges and the minimalist ring designs on the ear cups. But the lackluster ANC and the, well, niched-in sound quality, which in my opinion is not really good and overly focuses on bass, just aren't strong enough to make them a solid choice for most listeners. Overall, it is an okay pair of headphones that will likely find its audience, particularly among fans of electronic music and in this case, super bass heavy tracks. However, for the price of 70 euros, there are definitely better options out there that offer superior sound quality and more effective ANC. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Leech and I'm off writing the next scripts. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to subscribe to this channel. There are plenty more of this type of content and of course many other things available for you to watch. Have a great day, see you around and goodbye.